Hello, Pisces. Welcome into Dawn Williams Tarot. I hope this message finds you well. I'm doing well, thank you. This message is for Sun, Moon, or Rising placements in the sign of Pisces. If you have those placements, this message is for you. I typically say, keep what resonates and toss what doesn't. However, today's messages are spirit messages. So even if it doesn't quite fit your current circumstance, just tuck that information away. I have a feeling that spirit is talking to each and every one of you personally. So accept that energy for yourself. Okay. Also, give me a thumbs up. And if you're brand new to my channel, I would love it if you would subscribe to my YouTube channel. I am trying to grow. I'm hoping eventually I may be able to migrate to another platform off of YouTube. But for now, this is what we've got. So we'll see what happens as time goes on, right? Okay, so I am actually recording this on September the 11th of 2024. Hard for me to believe that we had 9/11 that hit us, 23 years ago? Where were you during that time? I remember that day. It changed our world here in the US. Probably changed it across the world, to be honest with you. But anyway, so what I'm trying to get out here is that this is really a timeless message. So whenever you happen to come upon this is when it is meant for you. I have 4 succinct questions that Spirit has guided me to ask all the signs. I do feel as though these messages are very helpful in getting you moving forward, getting you to look at things maybe from a different perspective, any of those types of things, right, Pisces? Okay, so Pisces is my water sign. We definitely have that queen there. 8 of Cups, 3 of Cups, lots of swords energy. So a lot of thought. You got a lot of thought going on here. So yeah, this is all going to be about the way that you're thinking and expressing things from what I can see so far. Okay, so I'm going to do 2 of these and 2 of these, and then we're going to get started with your messages. So I'm taking myself off screen so we can just concentrate on your cards. And let me put my glasses on so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, so my columns run up and down, so they go this way, right? This first column is representing what limiting beliefs are holding you back from reaching your full potential. And your column actually looks really pretty good. I feel as though anything that may be preventing you, I feel as though you are actually celebrating the fact that you have people around you, you have kindred spirits around you, you have people around you that feel and think in the same way that you do. So you're surrounding yourself with people who are like-minded, right? There is celebrations happening here, which I absolutely love it. It could be that you and your friends, have really looked at various different life aspects for yourselves and have come to the conclusion that what your belief systems may be at this time. So that 3 is really that card of really celebrating your kindred souls, your kindred spirits, the people around you that you can commune with, that you can break bread with, that you can worship with, right? So this would be that card there. The Queen of Wands is definitely representing Pisces energy. She is definitely my person who is very emotionally stable when she is in her highest aspect. She's very connected to her higher self. She's bringing in all of her own intuition, her own answers, her own knowledge, and she's allowing that to be her guide. Now, typically with this queen, doesn't matter what is going on around her, she always aligns herself with those things that are aligned with her heart space. And I feel as though that's where the God source resides within all of us, is within our heart. So for me, I feel as though many of you Pisces are really aligning with that space within your heart, aligning, having conversations with the God of your heart, whatever that represents for you. And then with this 10 of Pentacles, I feel as though you're not only just looking at what your spiritual beliefs may be or what it is that you are expressing spiritually, but I also feel as though it's carrying through your happy family. Now, the 10 of Pentacles is definitely my happy family, my happy um, legacy, what you're leaving to others. So this can be a situation where, you know, it is multi-generational belief systems that are here and that you are still embracing, looking at, and honoring. This is also my card of joy and happiness as well. I am also feeling as though you are doing very well in terms of reaching your full potential. I feel as though you do have a drive to come to completion, to arrive there and solidify that for yourself. And then your second column has to do with what spiritual lessons are you currently experiencing. Some of you may be feeling as though you are walking away, maybe from some of the spiritual beliefs that you have had in your past. Maybe you are walking away from what, like in this situation, like I was saying, that this could be generational type of a energy here for you. I mean, as you can see right here, I forget what that's called. It's some Jewish thing, right? The something of life, or I don't know what they call it. The Sephora, the Torah, the something. I don't know what it's called. But this is generational, and I feel many of you, in order for you to be able to really experience some whatever it is that you're experiencing spiritually at this time, is some of you are walking away from some of those old belief systems. Maybe you have come across some information that has made you realize that things are not exactly as they seem, or that some of your heads of your organizations are now being called into question as to their motivations. You know, many of these larger, massive churches, you know, their head minister, whatever they're called, priest, rabbi, whatever. We're finding out a lot of details about those individuals that are not above board, not really truly aligned with our own ideas of what a true spiritual person should be. So some people truly are walking away, and some people have a lot of agony and a lot of thoughts about that, you know, that are really conflicting thoughts. They're feeling a lot of anxiety. They're feeling a lot of sadness. And they're feeling like, well, wait a minute. Like, I mean, you can just look at the Catholic Church itself, because the Catholic Church, of course, have been called out many, many times for pedophilia and other things. And then what they do is they just bounce those rabbis, priests, and, you know, reverends and all those people, they just bounce them around to other areas of the planet, hoping that that is going to solve the issue. In many cases, it does not, right? Because they're not fixing the underlying problem. They're just putting a Band-Aid on it. And I feel as though a lot of us are having this anxiety. Now, the thing about the 5 is it is about changes coming in. It can be just as simple as a change of mind, change of thought. The swords have to do with the way that you think and the way that you express. And I feel as though you're really like deep diving into some of these issues, and it's taking you down some rabbit holes. What is coming in, though, as your last card is the Knight of Wands. For me, she is taking action. She's moving forward. She's allowing her passion, her drive, her motivation, her intuition to be her guiding force. She's very charismatic, and she is going to beat to her own drum. she's definitely going to move forward. She's going to implement and allow the things that make the most sense, that align and drive that fire within her in terms of her spiritual practices. So I feel as though, even though many of you are walking away from things, some of you are agonizing about some things, I do feel as though you will come to some resolution to those things. Once you get fired up, once you get to the point where you're pushing the things that are no longer honoring you, honoring your wisdom, honoring your sovereignty, honoring your knowledge and your intuition. Really, it's your intuitive knowing, that just wisdom, knowing deep inside you that things are not right and things can be better. And I choose to take the road less traveled, right? I would choose to take the road less traveled if I had to travel alone, as long as I knew what I was doing was for the truth and I trusted that the God of my heart was going to take me where I needed to go. And I feel kind of that's the direction that many of you are going to be traversing from this point forward. Now, your third column has to do with how can you cultivate a healthier physical, spiritual balance? And it's not easy, right? Because we have such busy lives to really integrate. A lot of times, if you think about back and you look at how many people have, honored their spirituality, that, they'd go to church on Sunday, they would sin all during the week, ask for confession. I'm so sorry. I really didn't mean it, right? All those types of things. But for some of you, it's going to be a huge loss. Now, I will say, Pisces, that even if this is not you, even though this part is in this column, it is really saying that you need to be mindful and careful, because your sign, you individually, are not the only one that is going to be mourning the loss of whatever those deep integrated belief systems are, right? Some of it is really going to hurt, wound, really hurt people's hearts. For those who did not know about, the whole religious aspect of things, how they use that as a control mechanism, how they do that to manage the sheep, right? That kind of thing. And I feel like, so be mindful, be careful of your words. Swords have to do with words. This does create an opportunity for us to heal. It all has to come up out of the darkness. And that's what I feel is really happening now. All of the dark stuff is coming up, the stuff that had been hidden for thousands and thousands and thousands of years. We do not completely know our true history. It is all starting to be revealed. And a lot of people are going to have a lot of cognitive dissonance with this coming out. So please be kind, please be mindful, really try to nurture your own heart, but at the same time, don't spill poison with your words, lashing out from your own fear and anger. So those are my comments for that. I do feel as though you're progressing, though. You went from the 3 to the 4 of Swords. The 4 of Swords is my card of needing deep rest. Now, when I typically even see this card in a regular reading, a day-to-day grind, this is my card of your soul is very tired. Your soul is tired. You are tired. You're integrating. You need to take very good care of yourself. So the best way for you to cultivate a healthier physical and spiritual balance is to take care of yourself, take better care of yourself, take salt baths. What I find after I do my lives, especially if I do a long one, like a 2.5, 3 hour live, I do need to take a salt bath just to get all of that stuff out of my system, right? So whatever this represents for you, this is the guidance that is being given. And then with the 3 of Wands, it's absolutely is talking about you being on the shore. You're in a comfortable place. You're able to look outside of yourself, your circumstances, to see a brighter and better future. And you're looking at and assessing, well, what direction do I want to go now spiritually? I got my board. I'm ready for, to get into my feet in the water. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to be open. I'm ready to be willing. I'm opening my heart, my mind, my soul, and I'm just going to trust that where I need to go is going to be the path that I take. And I feel like that's kind of what this card is really talking about. Your last column here has to do with what steps you can take to align with your life purpose. I do feel as many of you are coming in as the Queen of Swords. Now, the thing about the queens are very patient and they're very understanding, each and every one of my queens. This queen right here does represent, it represents that air energy that words and thoughts are her main thing. She likes to understand things. She likes to have truth and integrity on her side. She is approachable. She does want to, she communicates from the mind. So if you can capture her mind, you'd be able to understand and be able to communicate with this person very well. So what I'm feeling is that many of you are looking and noodling. You're really deciding, you're making decisions based in your mind. And really what I would like to say is, please be smart about this and not just look at things from the perspective of what your mind brings, because your ego is also part of your mind. If you really want to align truly with your life purpose, you need to align your heart, your gut, and then your mind. Right? She is my truth and integrity seeker. So I do feel as though that is what you're looking for. And I also feel as though you will walk away from anything that is no longer aligning with that heart. You will walk into the sunset, right? So it looks like, well, actually, this is the sunrise. The sun is coming up. She's leaving the darkness and walking to the light. This couldn't be any more of a perfect card for you. Eights, of course, are about overcoming obstacles and the need to advance. Keep moving forward. You have got this. Your last card in this column has to do with the Hermit. Now, for me, this is a perfect ending card for this question, because the Hermit is telling you, in order to get your answers, you must do inner reflection. This is about soul searching. You are your guru. You are your inner wisdom. You are your spiritual mentor. You. You notice I never said put your faith in other people. Now, other people may bring you ideas. Other people may give you different ways of looking at things. But all of your spiritual practice really comes down to you. You are responsible. You're the one that has to do it. You're the one that has to put in the work. You're the one that is going to make it or break it. The other thing is, as you can see, she is glowing. When she sets time aside to make room for her spiritual practice, she glows. That's because she's bringing in all of that energy for herself. She is being that quiet, gentle warrior. She is also being that quiet, gentle strength that many people look towards and say, there's something very different about this individual. They have a different glow about them. Well, that's you, Pisces. That's you after you have gone in and did some soul searching. And then what you will be doing is you will come to some epiphanies of things. You will see how those feel within you. You will bounce some of those ideas off friends or close loved ones and see how they resonate with you. And then it's up to you to spread your message. It's up to you to walk your talk, right? I feel as though that is your strong connection here. Overall, I really feel as though this has been a really great expression of exactly what Spirit is wanting you to know. Now it's up to you to do something with it, right? So we're going to start with this card over here. What I am going to say about this specific deck is that this is my deck of the Four Agreements. If you don't know what the Four Agreements are, it is a Toltec wisdom kind of a energy that was brought forward by Don Miguel Ruiz, I think is his name. He wrote a book in the 70s called The Four Agreements, and these are the cards that Hay House have created in regards to that energy. So this first card says, take your life and enjoy it. You are alive. So take your life and enjoy it. You were born with the right to be happy, to love, and to share your love. Just to be. to take a risk and enjoy your life is all that matters. See, like I was saying, it all starts and ends with you. And, a lot of people fight me on this. They say, yeah, but that's so selfish. No, it's really not. If you are healed and if you are whole and if you are sitting in your integrity, in your sovereignty, and you are just exuding your own information, your own energy, then I feel as though you are completely aligned with Prime Creator Source. You are the example of what Prime Creator Source wants you to be. And you have to be full, you have to be knowing, you have to be grounded, you have to be all of those things before you can be of any assistance to other people. To be service of others, you have to be full first, right? So those are my words of wisdom. Take them or leave them, right? Be impeccable with your word. Manifest your true intentions. Regardless of what language you speak, your intent will manifest through the word. What you dream, what you feel, and what you really are will be manifest through your word. And I always say your, and it says the word, but I mean yours because you're the one speaking. Okay, messages from the universe. Just because something is not happening right now doesn't mean that it will never happen. Divine timing is at play. Be patient and trust the process. And then your last card today, Pisces, is if you want to be more successful in life, your priority should be to focus your mindset on all that you want to attract into your life. Trust that more is happening than what you can see. Many forces are at work in your favor. Allow them to help you. I love that card. Okay, Pisces, I'm going to bring myself back online real quick. Thank you so much. If you made it this far, I appreciate you supporting my work, Pisces. From my heart to your heart, I'm going to send you a lot of happiness, joy, love, prosperity, inner wisdom, and divine connection to the God of your heart, should you so desire to accept it. So thank you again. Thumbs up. Until next time, take very good care of you. And again, remember self-care is key for you, Pisces. Cheers.